It burnt down and just gone. Excuse me.
Still grateful despite losing everything in a fire. A local family says they have a reason to be thankful. Plus, recent frigid temperatures and a bomb cyclone that hit the East Coast hard. Coming up, we break down what big storms like this mean for the economy, and it's not all bad.
A dry start to the day today, but it's a chilly start with temperatures in the teens. We're talking potential winter weather for later this afternoon. We'll go hour by hour next on GMB.
You're watching ABC 13, news coverage you can count on. This is Good Morning Virginia.
Time now is 6:01. I'm Patty Martin. We have another cold day in store for us and more closings and delays this morning. They are scrolling at the bottom of your screen. You can also see a full list online at WSET.com and on our ABC 13 News app. Now, our team coverage for you this morning. Emily Swecker is at the Lynchburg Amtrak station with how the deep freeze could impact travel from the heart of Virginia. But right now, we're going to send it over to Will Stafford. He is in the Weather Center. And Will, not as bad this morning. My car temperature said 15 degrees. I think that sounds pretty good.
You know, Patty, it's pretty bad when you're getting used to teens out there instead of the single digits and the sub-zero temperatures that you saw earlier on in the week. So we'll talk about that problem and again that big warm-up coming up in the full forecast in just a few minutes.
Time now 6:04, and we're tracking the potential for weather to affect travel in our area this morning. Our Emily Swecker is out live this morning at the Kemper Street train station in Lynchburg to fill us in. Emily, we know there is a delay there.
Patty, there is a delay here at the train station in Lynchburg. It is for Crescent Train 20, but fortunately that is not due to the weather. So other than this one train that's coming in about 25 minutes late, the rest are scheduled to arrive and depart on time. That's good news for anyone traveling this morning. As you heard Will say, we're not expecting that wintry mix to be coming down until later this afternoon. So other than the cold temperatures, not really seeing too much to delay travel this morning. We just came from the Lynchburg Regional Airport. No delays to report there or at the Roanoke Regional Airport either. So that obviously could change as we start to see some of that freezing rain come down. Hopefully won't affect travel too much, but definitely something to watch out for if you are flying or taking a train out this afternoon. But we'll keep you updated on anything that changes this morning due to the weather. For now, reporting live in Lynchburg, Emily Swecker, ABC 13 News.
Thank you, Emily. Recent frigid temperatures and a bomb cyclone in the Northeast are putting a damper on many people's wallets. ABC 13's Carrie Beal breaks down what big storms like this mean for the economy.
A monster bomb cyclone storm that blistered through the U.S. East Coast last week is creating economic hardships. Some 80,000 homes and businesses were left without power, and nearly 5,000 flights were canceled. Storms like these always create losers and winners for the economy. Usually companies that make warm winter gear are the winners. Another big winner is utility providers. On the losing side is the transportation industry and tourism. Disney World, SeaWorld, and Universal Studios, all in Florida where it's usually sunny, were temporarily shut down. Restaurants also get a hit, and home sales could also be hurt. Retailers got lucky that the storm didn't hit during the peak shopping season in December. Overall, experts say if this continues, it could make a dent on our economy. Back to you.
Thank you, Carrie. A former public high school coach in Maryland has pleaded guilty to child sex abuse. Prosecutors say Carlos Bell abused 42 boys while working at 2 schools in Charles County. Bell, who is HIV positive, could be sentenced up to 190 years in prison. He reached a plea agreement with prosecutors that spared his victims from having to testify in court. His sentencing is set for March. A Pittsylvania County firefighter is recovering after being injured while fighting a house fire there. And despite that fire destroying almost everything they owned, the family that lives in the home says they're grateful. ABC 13's Courtney Joden tells us why the homeowner is thankful despite the hardship.
It can be replaced. Both of us is okay.
Homeowner Dallas Womack is thankful. He and his wife Jeanette made it out of their home in the 1400 block of Vandola Drive. It was a home he and his family built themselves decades ago.
We built here, started in 71, finished in 72.
But their life's work all went up in the flames around 8:30 Sunday morning. It took crews several hours to get the fire under control. Firefighters believe a portable heater caused a fire in their carport under their house.
He said that he had the heater too close to the car, or the tire of the car, and that think that's where it started from.
Womack says he and his son were trying to unfreeze the bathroom pipes with the heater. Among the items lost, the most treasured were those with sentimental value.
I've been giving my wife a diamond every year for 53 years, and every one of them was in that bedroom. And we hope that it's going to be protected by the safe, but we're not sure.
One firefighter was injured while battling the flames.
Part of the wall collapsed on him, and we had to send him to Danville Regional Hospital.
That firefighter was released and is expected to be okay.
It burnt down and it's gone. We can replace it. I can't say enough about the fire departments. I mean, there was tremendous work it did. At one time, we had 10 units in here.
There were about 65 firefighters that helped extinguish the flames.
I would like to say if Jeanette and I got insurance on the house and everything, but if anybody wants to help out, please help out the fire departments. They're the ones that need it.
The Womacks will be staying at their son's house right next door to them until they can figure out what to do next. But one thing is for certain, Womack says they will rebuild. From the Danville studio, Courtney Joden, ABC 13 News.
Time now is 6:09. The Red Cross is helping families displaced by a fire in Lynchburg, and now we are hearing from a neighbor who witnessed that fire early Saturday. We first brought you this story Saturday night at 11. That fire displaced 8 adults and 5 children. It happened in the 1000 block of 4th Street in Lynchburg. Crews say the age of the house caused those flames to spread quickly. Neighbors who were in their homes at the time say it was scary for them, so they can only imagine what the families living there are going through.
I looked out my back bedroom window and I could actually see the roof of the house on fire. So we were kind of shook up about that because it was so close to us. You know, it's one house between mine and that one.
Officials believe this fire started after a furnace malfunctioned.
My eyes were burning as I was doing this.
Coming up, rival rescue. We hear from one swimmer on how a competition turned into a life or death situation.
Some schools have altered their schedules. Those are scrolling at the bottom of your screen. For those of us that do have to go to school or work today, dry this morning, but some winter weather this afternoon. Timing out for you next. Starting off chilly but dry over in the Roanoke Valley this morning. We're in the teens, back through the 20s through 9 and 11 o'clock. After the noon hour, though, that's when our next disturbance will come in. Again, that's 7 days away. Patty, I think we'll enjoy our upper 40s to middle 50s all this week while we can. After, of course, we get past our bout with winter for today.
Thank you, Will. Time now 6:26. A man in South Carolina is giving a whole new meaning to having a cold one. Tim McCoy chills his beer by keeping it on top of his frozen pool. Well, someone recently took a picture of him cooling down his brew outside his house in Conway. The photo was later posted on Facebook, leading to McCoy's phone ringing off the hook. He says he came up with the idea because he was a little homesick.
Yeah, I'm from Indiana, and it's like I love to ice fish. So that was my closest next best thing to ice fishing. So I figured I'd just get up there, sit down, and have me a beverage.
The outside temperature dropped into the lower teens at night over the weekend. McCoy says the trick works and the frozen pool does keep his beer cold.
And coming up, how the weather could be affecting your travel this morning.
I can't even hardly explain it right now because it's just so bad.
Officer involved shooting. One man is dead after police shot him during a standoff in Danville. What officers discovered once they got inside the home.